You are watching Channel Adrian TV.
Yo, YouTube, what up? Welcome back to Channel Adrian TV, and y'all know me as Adrian, and we got another reaction video about the woman who goes to work and she's not scheduled to work and she doesn't want to leave. Now, let me be the first one to tell y'all, if I'm scheduled for work and let's just say I'm not supposed to be on schedule, let's just say I get there and I'm not on a work schedule, me personally, I'm gonna leave. I know people complain about gas and my time. Look, I don't care. I'll keep it a buck with y'all. I'm just gonna leave. But let's get to this video because supposedly this woman does not want to leave even though she's not on her shift. And before y'all get upset, I get it because gas may be expensive and I don't know everyone's financial situation. But me, if you're gonna tell me you don't need me, I would definitely leave. You don't gotta ask me twice. But y'all, I appreciate all the support and let's get into the video.
On January 23rd, 2025, the Dayton International Airport Police Department was called to the scene to the Amazon warehouse for reports of a potential trespass with an employee. The following shows the body-worn camera footage of what happened during the incident.
Not scheduled.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Well, I'm just going to shadow you until you figure out where she's at. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Alex, what is your location? Copy that. I am heading your way.
Yeah, when they call the cops, I'm pretty sure they told her to leave, but for whatever reason she didn't.
She was a seasonal hire, so I want to say November.
You can cancel checks. I'm good. I'm sorry. How long has she been?
Since about November.
Okay. Is she still seasonal?
Yes, and she's right here with this one. Glasses and beach.
Walking toward us?
Diamond, can you ready to put up your card, please? You said put up my card for what? Put up your card. What? Officer Sachs is here to escort you off the building. I have the proof that before the Diamond, show you proof. Why would I get escorted off? Diamond, because we just had this conversation, remember? I asked you to nicely come off the floor and you refused. I said, do I need to call the police? And you said, I'm a grown woman. And you like me to go. There was Officer Sachs, so we're going to have to escort you off of the premise. What would I be escorted off? Because you were not scheduled and you were refusing to leave. I have a picture that I'm scheduled. Diamond, you do not. I explained to you that was yesterday's shift. No. Please put away your card. Do you want to see the proof that I'm putting?
See, like I said, I understand her frustration because she probably had to put a certain lot time, or I don't know if she have kids. But like I said, after this brief interaction, that lets me know they told her, look, if you tell me I'm just going to leave, I'm not even going to make a big deal out of it.
No, ma'am.
I'm not leaving it on schedule. Like if I wasn't on schedule.
Diamond, I'm not going to continue having this conversation with you. I explained to you in detail. I showed you your schedule. I showed you the proof that you were not here. I understand it's a misunderstanding, but you are being insubordinate and might ask to have you leave the site.
How am I being insubordinate?
Because I have asked you multiple times to clock out and go home.
I just told you I had proof. And
I'm not having an argument with you. Officer Sachs is going to help me escort you.
Especially if I know I really need a job and seeing where this is going, I'm just going to leave. I know some of y'all may be like, oh, hell no, I don't care. But I ain't even going to do all that. Because if I know I need that job, ain't no point for me to cause a scene when I know I'm going to have to be there tomorrow.
Ma'am, if you can just gather up your stuff and leave.
No, I just need your device and your badge, please.
I think maybe.
Diamond, I don't need to see your proof.
Ma'am.
I'm about to show her. Then I have proof that I'm supposed to be here.
We've gone through this already.
I understand. So is there something we can do for you?
Alex is helping me with the situation. He had the conversation with me, asking her to leave the site.
Ma'am, how much longer will it be?
Y'all, what would y'all do? I would just leave. I'm curious to know, what would y'all do?
Are you actually logging into your app, or are you showing us a screenshot? Okay. So can we go ahead and step out off the floor, please? Diamond?
Yeah, because
Respectfully, I've given you multiple seconds.
I don't want her to get arrested, but she keep doing this. They're going to arrest her.
That's not leaving the building, but it's in the lunchroom. That way we can all hear better, okay? If you just walk this way, please.
And have y'all been in a situation like this? I've been in a situation like that to where they told me I wasn't supposed to work as mix up. I said, hey, do you want me to stay? Because I could say, or I could leave. And it was that simple. I left. Or I stayed if they said, just go ahead and stay.
Okay, ma'am. How much longer is this going to take?
I'm just looking at it.
So have you found your schedule?
I'm looking for it.
Okay, ma'am, either you found it or you can't find it.
I'm not leaving because I'm supposed to actually be here today.
Well, I'm giving you an opportunity.
Come on,
to show me
man.
this.
You got to
How long is
chill.
it going to take? Because I cannot wait all day. Ma'am?
I hope she don't get arrested. But if he keep going this way, she probably gonna get
I'm not
arrested.
going to wait all day, ma'am. What are you looking at?
In my schedule.
And are you supposed to be here today?
Yes.
Where does it say that?
We do have the schedule pulled up where it shows that she's not scheduled.
Can you show me, please? Because she's not cooperating.
Yep, so that's where you can verify the name. That's where you can order ID.
I'm sorry, his computer's very tiny.
And then here's her actual schedule. So schedule on Wednesday, the 27th. That's what
I asked earlier, has non-trespassing been authorized?
I have been authorized to get you on site. I can call and verify.
And y'all, I've been in a situation where there was a change to the schedule I didn't know, or mix up to the schedule. But like I said, if I know I need that job and they tripping, I'm just gonna leave.
I'm looking right now.
Ma'am, you've told me that several times. I asked if you're making progress.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, thank you. Okay. Yes. She said I have the authorization. You have the authorization to text me.
Okay, can you say that in a definitive that you want to trespass?
Yes.
Okay. Can I have your attention?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the situation. You either leave or they're trespassing you. And if you don't leave
I don't
then,
even understand what that means.
it means you have to leave.
I'm
You do not have a choice.
supposed to be
No.
Yeah, they're gonna. Come on, man. Just bounce. Let's leave.
Do not leave.
I thought that was if I'm not on the schedule. If I'm actually on
The schedule has nothing to do with it,
Yes, it do.
ma'am.
What am I trespassing for? If I'm not bothering nobody.
They
I'm
have
just doing
told you to leave for the day.
But I'm supposed to be on the schedule. So as
That
soon
is
as
irrelevant.
my schedule is about to be up.
That is irrelevant.
So I will leave as soon as it's over.
That is irrelevant.
Yeah, she just gotta.
You need to leave. If you do not leave, you can be arrested for trespassing.
Like I said, I understand the frustration, but when it's like that, you just gotta
Because I will
bounce.
arrest you. So are you going to leave or not? Ma'am? Yes or no? Are you going to leave voluntarily or are you going to be arrested?
Come on, man. I don't want them to arrest
I'm
you.
arrested when I'm on the schedule. That doesn't make
Whether
sense.
you're on the schedule or not is irrelevant. to me.
How am I being trusted? That's not making sense.
Last time I'm asking.
What am I being trusted?
Last time I'm asking, ma'am.
What am I?
Are you going to leave voluntarily or not?
I'm asking you, what am I being trusted?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
Sir?
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, man.
You are under arrest for
You are
trespassing.
not. No.
Yes.
Why am I trespassing? Because I'm supposed to be on the
They've
property.
said you need to leave.
So I'm walking over. Please don't touch me. What are you doing? I'm not doing anything to you, sir. I'm not. Oh my God. Are you serious?
You should have just left.
No.
Then turn over.
For what?
You're under arrest.
She should have just
You
left.
are under arrest for trespassing and not complying.
So I'm on the schedule. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
I'm not doing anything, sir. I'm not touching you. I'm not yelling. What are you doing?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
How am I? I'm about to. I'll leave. I'll leave. I'm
See,
going to
you should have just. Now she says you should have just left the first time. Like I said, y'all, I understand if you could be upset if there was a mess up with the schedule or whatever you're going through. But see, look, this is just extra to all the men and women. I don't care what race you are, age, or whatever. It's not worth to win every fight. If you know you're not on the schedule, say they even mess up, but the new schedule says just bounce. It's not worth this. Now she got extra stuff to deal with now.
You're arrested for being on this schedule. Can you take this phone here? Can you take this one? Okay.
Put your arm behind your back.
You're arrested for what?
Man.
Trespassing.
For trespassing.
You were asked multiple times to leave.
How are you going to put me in jail for trespassing? I wouldn't do it. I'm being trespassed for being on the schedule?
Yes.
I'm being trespassed for being on the schedule. That's crazy. What am I doing? I'm on the schedule. I'm on the schedule for today when I'm being trespassed. You just dropped me to the ground.
I have
and I'm
one in
not even being
custody.
aggressive. I'm not being aggressive.
Is there backup
or I'm not doing
available?
anything.
Why didn't you just leave, man?
Just say you wanted to take my
Right,
phone.
one in custody, what was the question?
Just say you wanted to
Do you have a
take my
second
phone.
unit available?
Please bring the second unit because I need to speak to your supervisor.
I will request, employees anyway.
You can do it.
Is this? Can you please come and take it?
What are we on?
Thanks.
And then if I'm not mistaken, she's seasonal, so she's probably gonna lose this job after this too.
Being
Amazon
on the schedule, right?
turn into detention
I'm being
custody.
trespassed for being on the schedule, right?
5.2K.
Because it's not
I'll
making
cover the
sense.
check.
Like, I'm not being mean or aggressive.
Yeah,
I'm not bothering anybody. Like, I don't understand.
Can you put somebody at the door
Clear, I still have to grab a cruiser.
for when an officer shows up, they can get let in?
What am I going to jail for again? I'm going to jail for being on the schedule.
No, ma'am.
It's going to be the same amount of time.
You were told that you were not working today and you were to leave. You refused to leave despite multiple requests. A trespass was issued, you ignored it. You were under arrest for violation of trespass.
I know that.
10-12.
I'm on the schedule. How am I being trespassed for working? I have a badge.
Man, now she just keep going.
How you going to trespass somebody who has a badge? Can I call my mom?
No,
I cannot call my mom.
no.
Then I'm supposed to be here.
You can call her after things have been worked out.
What needs to be worked out? I'm on the schedule. You're putting me out for being on the schedule. How you going to trespass somebody?
Hey, Mitch.
What's going on? This gentleman was asking if we are able to provide the information as well, like.
A copy of the personal information she's provided Amazon. And then I'll be needing a statement from you. How late do you work today? For a couple hours?
Till 1:30, yeah.
Okay.
I can go get that from my computer. And then I just hit a report number for my loss prevention team.
Okay.
So let me grab my computer and I'll be right back with the info.
We're just refusing to get up.
Man, if you would have just left, you would have to go through all this.
Trespass. She's not supposed to be here today. She's refusing to leave the floor.
Okay.
Refused to leave.
Y'all, you only got to
So
tell
at
me
this
once.
point,
Like,
I
Adrian,
was just waiting
we
for
don't need you
backup so
today.
I can
You could
go
go.
to the first, try and
I'm
find
gone.
my ID.
Okay.
Do you have a Miranda card on you?
I do not. We'll
We'll take care of it in the car.
Put her in the car.
Yep.
Dispatch, all units, AWS is completed.
Just do me a favor, roll over towards this knee, place it on the ground, and I'll help you get up.
Money clear.
And then she got to get walked out in handcuffs and go to
Sir,
jail.
can I ask you to hold these items, these personal
See,
items?
this is just extra. If you'd have just listened.
Is that glove hers or? We will need the items.
Okay. Do you want me
Yeah.
to just hold on?
20 to dispatch, just information for the log. One was turned away, one was allowed to engage in treatment
these cards
on the floor.
Okay, does she have a second one?
People and having that search.
Looks like she's wearing it.
Okay.
So she can take it like it's.
We can get it. There you go. And then if you could hand me her personal items. Yep.
And I know walking out and that it's got to be embarrassing to handcuffs. And I remember a situation where I did see someone get walked out in handcuffs. They was caught stealing, and they had to get walked through the whole building with handcuffs. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they still in jail too, because they had a record.
Hey, ma'am. If you can stand over here, do not enter the vehicle yet.
I'll take everything out of your pockets here for you.
And you know that she quiet now because she know how real it is. She's about to go to jail.
Money that shouldn't be.
Please get in the vehicle. Watch your head. I'm gonna buckle you in.
You know, see, I like I've always preached on this channel. I always learn from everybody's mistakes, so I don't have to go through this.
I'm gonna start it so she's got to keep going on.
Like I said, they say, Adrian, you don't need to be at work today. You can leave. I'm not even gonna fight you on it.
Appreciate you helping out, Mitch. So,
I'll meet you back at the office. Her bag's in the front seat.
good.
We'll go through that stuff too.
Yeah,
And take it all
put it
down.
into evidence and stuff.
If you want, I'll do the transport.
I'd appreciate that because I gotta write the report.
We'll get it done. We'll get it knocked out.
All right, man.
Nope, see you at the office.
Y'all, take this video as an example, like I always say in my videos. Use other people's mistakes and experience so you can learn from them. I know she could be frustrated and she could have had the old schedule and they could have updated it without her even knowing. I get all that because I've been in every one of those situations. But if management or whoever my bosses tell me, Adrian, we don't need you, you have to leave, I'm just going to leave. Because look about going to jail, getting bailed out. You're going to have to, in other words, you went to work to make money. Now you're going to have to spend more money to get this situation cleared up. And you may have lost a job. So men and women, we have to do better. Start thinking with your head instead of being emotional. But y'all, let me know what you think. Have you been in this situation and what would you do? Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is part of the 365 challenge, day 4. I appreciate all the support and I will see you in the next video.